The Rings of Power has been a complete and total disaster for Amazon, but we knew that from the beginning. They told us that this is what it would be. They told us that it wasn't going to be Tolkien, that it wasn't going to be Middle-earth, that they were going to disregard everything that Tolkien wrote and do what they want to do and make it for the modern world. And all of the gaslighting out there, the mainstream media that's been shilling for this, of course, all of them are saying everybody just doesn't like it because of the diversity, because there's dark-colored people in there, because there's dark-skinned people in Rings of Power. In reality, the biggest complaints have been about one of the most celebrated and beloved characters in Tolkien's Legendarium, and that is Galadriel. Because the way Galadriel's been depicted in Rings of Power is an abomination. That's the focus of most people. If you're just talking about one specific character, there's been more discussion about Galadriel than anyone else. This is a character that people love, not only from the books, but also in Peter Jackson's trilogy. Yet she's despised here. Can't be, because people just hate women. This is a beloved character, but the way she's being portrayed is a total and complete joke. And when you have things like this, watch Galadriel dual wield swords against Numenorians and makes it look easy. This fight scene has been one of the most memed things that we saw. It was completely cringe. And when you listen to the way that they speak about this, when you listen to her saying, I couldn't even hold a pencil with my left hand, I didn't know how I was going to do a sword fight. And when you listen to them say, we did it in one day, it starts to explain a lot of things about this scene.
Yeah, that was incredible. When they told me I was doing a two-handed sword fight, I was like, good luck. But I had never been able to like even write one letter with my left hand. How is this possible? The stunties were incredible. And yeah, that was so much fun. We kind of split it into 2 acts, but lots of it was kind of just one take.
We split it into 2 acts, but most of it was one take. Maybe that explains why, like I've said a million fucking times, that this looked like a theater production. This didn't look real. This did not look like something you expect from an action sequence in a show that cost $1 billion fucking dollars. They just threw them out there, no stunt people, and said, hey, go fight. That's why it looks so horrific. That's why it doesn't make sense. That's why there's parts where she like barely touches the guy, they go flying. That's why there's parts where they're not even aiming at her. They're swinging so far away. But hey, we did it in one take. We did it in one day. It doesn't need to be very good.
Mate, I got to watch it because I just stand there and watch.
There you go. That's that part where she just barely bumps and he goes flying like 8 fucking feet. This guy doesn't even fucking aim for her. Could have stabbed her, whatever.
It was always going to be a source of joy to...
This is the director, Wayne Che-Yip.
...get to watch Galadriel and some of her swordplay. There was an opportunity arose to create a stunt scene showing us her swordplay. As complicated as it looks, it was incredibly easy and a pleasure to shoot.
It is as incredibly complicated as it looks. It was really easy. It doesn't look complicated. It looks stupid. People have been memeing this thing since it came out a week ago because of how terrible it looks. It looks like community theater swordplay because that's what it is.
There were no stunt doubles. It was all them. As if from a director and a
look at this part. We got to back that up. Hold on.
Stunt rehearsal that there were no stunt doubles.
This person's about to go stab her in the back. She just looks over her shoulder and twists the sword backwards as if that would stop 3 people behind her from stabbing her anywhere.
It was all them. As if from a director and a cinematographer's perspective, it immediately makes it easier. You know, the camera can flow with the movement of the choreography. So it was actually a very, very simple scene to shoot. I think we did it in a day.
When you have such low standards and such low expectations for what you're putting out, yeah, you know what? Just do one shot of it. I'll just film that in a day, no problem. Who cares if it looks terrible? Who cares if it looks like garbage? Who cares if it gets memed to hell? Well, what a fucking joke. And it only continued. You know, these criticisms of Galadriel and the character decisions they're making, it only continued in episode 6 because, of course, we had the ending of episode 6, which has now been explained a little bit by Morphin Clark, which makes it even worse. This scene that everyone's talking about where the volcano erupts, Mount Doom, the origin story for Mount Doom, and this entire town is getting wiped away by this ash cloud, by this magma flow, by everything that's going on right now. And everyone's running around. Everyone's trying to save people. Everyone's trying to do something, even if it's hopeless, to save lives. What is she doing? She's staring at it. She's staring blandly at it as it comes. Look at all the people that are trying to do things in the background. At least they're trying. At least they're trying to do shit. What does Galadriel do? She stands there. Stands there like a fucking idiot. And just closes her eyes as it comes to engulf her. Of course she's gonna fucking survive this. How are Elendil? How are Isildur? How are they gonna survive this shit? It's garbage, and everybody knows it. But nonetheless, we have an explanation for what she was doing at that moment. I want to go down to this quote. This week, Clark sat down with TV Line to discuss the ending of Rings of Power Episode 6. She revealed that this reaction is due to the character's sheer exhaustion and that she's grateful to have a moment of peace. Here's the quote. She was just utterly spent and so exhausted and so regretful that she is completely immobilized and almost is kind of grateful to have a moment of peace. I think she's just utterly paralyzed by guilt, fear, rage, and thousands of years of it. So this is the moment. This is the moment that you decided, finally, I'm going to stop fighting. When you could try to take a moment, could try to save some people, could try to do something, anything for all these fucking innocent people that are there. No, I'm just going to accept it. I'm just going to take it. I'm so solemn. I am Galadriel. This is the character that people have been criticizing more than any other for the way that she's being depicted, for the fact that this character is the most unlikable person in the entire series. But no, it must just be all those racist people out there. That's who the people are that are coming after Galadriel. That must be it. Of course, they'll shift the narrative around to something else that fits for them. But this is a joke. The big sword fight scene was shot in a day. And they didn't care that it looked like garbage because this is Rings of Power. It only cost $1 billion. No reason to make it look good. No reason to make it look like anything more than garbage community theater. Rings of Power is a joke, and that's why it's a disaster for Amazon. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.